I went to school briefly at Washington and Lee. It was 4 hours away at the time. Now it's only about 2.5. And I wanted to see something a little bit different, and that was probably more different than I wanted it to be. It was men's school when I was there. I figured I would, come back to West Virginia. I knew I was going to law school from the ninth grade. It's just something I've always wanted to do. I like it here. I've always been proud of West Virginia as a live and let live place, a place where people can realize some dreams and do some things. I thought that the sky was wide open for a person to soar here. I had a one-room office. I did my own typing. I would take court-appointed cases. I would end up taking divorces. I really enjoyed practicing where I was in touch with the people that I was practicing with. It was very satisfying. I really enjoyed the people I got to meet. I enjoyed the feeling of really helping somebody. I joined K. Casto and Chaney and was there for 16 years. And it was there that I was introduced to a more corporate law practice where I was representing Ford Motor Company, Walmart stores, other large companies. It was very different from what I'd done before. I was the second lawyer of color by, I guess, 3 months to join a major law firm. We represented a number of companies that would take me to courts in just about every crack in the road in West Virginia. We were representing the world's largest retailer. We went up to the Northern Panhandle, and we were able to come back with a verdict that was very, very difficult to get, very hard fought. And I heard from the person who was working on the case, and they said, well, I was concerned about how much you spent. I said, spent? What? I don't understand. What do you mean? Well, that hotel bill was $210. I said, well, it was. You know that I've stayed there 3 nights, don't you? Well, I guess maybe, but that's a lot more than we usually spend for hotels. I said, well, where would you stay? And I guess that really kind of highlights the difference in the gratitude that you get when you're working with an individual who's very, very thankful that you got them out of a tough situation. And in the corporate world, where the attitude can be a little bit more, well, okay, what's next? He came to represent a gentleman who had worked for Union Carbide for 40 years. I got to know him when he was about 85 years old. He had started his company at about 70 years old. It was an environmental consulting company. I thought the business could really do some great things if we would take that environmental consulting and move that over toward the oil and gas industry that all the lawyers were running toward. Unfortunately, as soon as I left the comfortable arms of a law firm to do this, the oil and gas industry went into a coma. And there was not very much that I could do about that except to try to build my contacts within that industry, hoping that when it came out, if I could survive it, that maybe I would have some services to offer that would be valuable. I think entrepreneurship is the surest hope for West Virginia. We have to grow our own businesses, and we can't continue to rely on people from out of state to come here and touch us with their wand and make us a state that we simply are not.